Hello Delaware Food Pharmacy families. Thank you for joining us for another DASH diet video. My name is Shannon and I'm a registered diet technician and chef. Let's get started. In today's video, I will show you how to make some DASH diet dessert options. Perfect for summertime treats. Berry yogurt bark and tropical fruit yogurt pops. Our second frozen yogurt dessert are going to be popsicles. So for this, you will actually need popsicle sticks that I got from the dollar store and some Dixie cups. Some people use the popsicle shaped molds. If you have them, you can, but these are fine too. And just some saran wrap. This is what you're going to need to put them together. The other ingredients I have out in front of me. We're going to use our low-fat or fat-free Greek yogurt again. We're going to use some frozen pineapple, but if you want to use fresh pineapple, you can. I just thought that this was honestly easier. So I got this kind. Whatever kind you want to use is good. This is unsweetened shredded coconut, and we're going to use some lime zest too. My idea was to go for more of a tropical, summery popsicle. So hopefully this will be as good as I think it's going to be. Let's get started. Okay, I've got our bowl here, and we're going to do the same thing we did last time, which is to mix in our flavors to the Greek yogurt first. And we're going to need about 2 cups of it. So I'm going to move that over there, working backwards again. Okay, and we'll just kind of make sure it's about, I don't know how much we're going to need, so we'll go with whatever's left in here. Let's just do it. It's probably going to be about 2 cups again. But that's probably what was left in there, in all honesty. Okay, yeah, that looks about right. Okay. And again, this is something else where if you want to use another flavor of non-fat or low-fat Greek yogurt, you can. If you want to put coloring in it to make it more festive, you can. We have the yogurt in here, and what I'll do is I'm going to cut up some of the pineapple because it's big pieces, so I'm going to make them a little bit thinner. All right, so it's flat already, and I'm just going to hold it and, like every time, push forward so that they're in slices. Okay, kind of make little clean piles of pineapple, and it's really loud like that because it's frozen. It's also a lot easier to cut. It doesn't make as much of a mess. Okay, and you can absolutely cut down regular pineapple, put it on a sheet tray or a cookie sheet with parchment and freeze it, and the same thing will happen. Okay, put this all here. Looks like it'll be enough. Maybe I'll even chop it down a little bit finer. Okay, yeah, so that's just little tiny thin pieces floating throughout. It smells good. Starting to smell like summer in here. Okay. Chop it up into pieces. Looks good. Pineapple chunks. Okay, so that one's good. It's probably about a cup. We're gonna throw it. I just put it right in the bowl. Put it right in the bowl there. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, and then we will add in some shredded coconut. Okay, again, this is unsweetened, but we're gonna kind of, we'll do about like 1/4 of a cup. We'll add it right in here. I'll give you guys actual measurements. There you go, and we'll sprinkle that right in. We're gonna add in honey so that it can be, sweet enough. We'll put in about 1/4 cup of honey again, same thing as we did with the other one. And that's what I was saying, like you can really do anything with non-fat Greek yogurt. You can add anything to it and freeze it, and it's super fun and just something that's refreshing for a summertime treat. Okay, so we've got our honey, and we're gonna also add in about another teaspoon of vanilla. I seem to have misplaced my teaspoon, but I'll eyeball it. Okay, there we go. It's good enough. And the last thing that we're going to add is lime zest. I don't know how you all feel about limes and lemons, but I love them. and just add a little bit of like tartness and citrus to this. So I do have a zester. This is my zester here. And with this, you do have to press down kind of hard on it, and it makes like little scratch marks in it. And they're tiny little pieces. Okay, but it really, the zest has so much lime flavor in it, and it'll give just a nice fresh like spark to this. So we're gonna kind of get in there. If you don't have a zester, which is totally fine because a lot of people don't, you can just cut off a little bit of the zest, just like that, and then chop it down. Same way you would do any of the small dices. Make your julienne cut first, and then turn them the other way. You guys can see all this. I know it's getting a little bit messy. All right, and then come back, put it in the center for you. Okay, for you. Oh my goodness. And just make them really small, because nobody wants a giant piece of lime. Okay, so we'll do that, and we'll just chop this all together. It's probably going to end up being about a teaspoon. It already smells really nice in here, like tropical breeze. Okay, chop them up. Make sure they're all kind of around the same size. And then we'll put it right on the knife there. Put it in. I might as well do it like that. Put it in. There we go. And now we're going to mix this up. All right, so now that this is all nice and combined and pretty even, it smells like suntan lotion and all kinds of happy things, we're going to do a little bit of arts and crafts. And by that, I just mean we have some cups and we have to cut some of the saran wrap to put over them. These are, as I said earlier, just Dixie cups from the dollar store. And I just put out like 6 of them to show you guys. I also have the... I picked out some tropical color sticks. Thought that I would add to the fun. Okay. And we just need to make sure that we can cover them with saran wrap so that the sticks go in them, and that way they all stay together nicely. All right. You want to do like probably, I'm off camera here. I apologize. You're going to want to do like a square. So we can cut the whole strip and probably cut it into like 3 pieces. And that will work. I know saran wrap can be a bit of a pain. And we'll put this on again, but I just wanted to show you exactly like what it's going to look like before I do it with the actual food. Okay, so now that I have my pieces set to the side, I actually cut up a little bit extra of the pineapple, and I'm putting it at the bottom of the cups, which will be the top of the popsicles, so that when they come out, they'll have just a little extra color and like a flavor burst. And I'm just trying to make sure that they're flat, kind of on the bottom, and they will stay because, well, they'll be frozen, okay? And I did pick up my ice cream scoop. Actually, it's smaller than that, but it's a scoop I sometimes use for cookie dough. And I thought it would be easy to kind of plop it in and make it clean. But you don't need this. Like, you can literally just use a spoon and it's fine, all right? So I'm going to take this, okay, and we can just put one in there. And the thing is, you just want them to be kind of even. So I'm going to do 1 in each one. And then I can go back and do the second one. But I just want to make sure that they all get to be somewhat even with this. Okay. Go there. I think that looks pretty good. To even them out, I'm probably just going to like tap them down. Tap, 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 tap. So that they're flat. Tap, 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 tap. You do not have to say tap, 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 tap. Okay, and these two look a little bit less, but that's okay. All right, now we're going to take our saran wrap like this. We're actually going to cover each one. Okay, and we have a paring knife. Again, any kind of knife, so long as it's small enough, will work. You're going to want to hold all these down, kind of watch what you're doing, and actually just make like a little slit. Okay, you can touch there, but it's got to be big enough so that you can then take your popsicle stick and put it in. And the whole point of it is that once this is done, you can take it out and it'll be stuck to the stick and it'll hold the shape of the cup. So now these are all ready to go into the freezer. And because they're thicker than the bark, they take about 6 hours. This is something obviously you could do the night before a party, something that you could have kids help with for a party because it's fun and it is actually kind of easy to do. And it's fresh, it's refreshing, and I think it's a great summertime treat. Hopefully, once they come out, they'll look perfect too. So these actually sat overnight in the freezer, and now we can pop them out. As you remember, we have saran wrap around here, so that's the first thing we can kind of take off, just like that. And I would recommend probably using like a kitchen scissor, or really any scissor you have, to kind of break apart the Dixie cups. Look at that. And they come right out. Thanks for joining us today. I hope it was helpful. Remember, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to your care team at Christiana Hospital, and we hope to see you very soon.